Here I am, guys. We gonna get it going. Waiting on YouTube, like always. Hopefully it's working. What's going on, Bigfoot World? First things first, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you guys are here, and you can hear me and see me. What's going on, guys? Man, I must slept right through it. I set my alarm clock for 6. I took a little nap when I came home. Thanks, Lee. But I took a little nap when I came home. Set it for 6. I must have woke up and turned it off. Woke up like 20 minutes till 7. Man, I want to even do this. Thanks, Frog Man. Guys, Brian. What was my shit just shaking? That's scary. But anyways, Bigfoot World, what's going on? Let's get it going. Let me fix my shit. I'm having no luck with this camera today, as you can tell. It'll probably fall at least once before the shit's over with. Guys, I don't even know where to start, man. Today was an eventful day. It was a hell of an adventurous day. I got into some shit, about got killed 3 times. I got some stories for you guys. This week's video is going to blow your mind. Man, I'm lucky to be here, sitting here in this chair. I was to the point where I was praying for my own life. I ain't even going to lie. Today was just, oh my God. I think it's got a lot to do with me making a lot of stupid mistakes, man. Being out there, I was just stupid. I should have been thinking better, and I wasn't. I don't know if you seen on Facebook that picture that I posted up. Um, Guys, as you when this week, I hear you, Gene. I hear you, man. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. Calm down. We got a whole hour to stretch this shit out. I'm still waking up, man. I'm just coming straight into this, so calm down, man. We'll get into that, man. I was jumping around spot to spot today. The first spot I went to was up. I went back to the Bone Cave, and guys, when you watch the videos, I don't want to give you full detail of what's going on, but listen to this crazy shit here, man. Listen, this is what you look for into these videos. The first video I went to, it's going to be the Bone Cave, and I'm standing at the entrance of the Bone Cave, and it's like 13 minutes later. I didn't come on, Gene. But anyways, I'm standing at the entrance, and I'm like, I'm hearing these crunching going on inside the Bone Cave. I set this big ass bag of trail mix up on the wall there, and that's another thing. The X is gone that was on that wall there. It's not there anymore, and I was just there a week ago. But anyways, I'm standing at the entrance with a flashlight and the camera looking in. It smacked me in the head. And my mind's telling my body to just, you're not going in there. Don't do it. They're in there, just leave them alone, back out. And while I'm thinking this and I'm telling you guys I'm not going in there, my body just walks in. My body just said pussy and walks in. So I go in there and there's a lot of new bones. It's shit's crazy. Yeah, I give them a whole bag of like raisins, nuts, just dried fruit, all kind of different mixed dried fruit, a big bag, and just set it up here on the wall for them. I'm gonna go back here in a couple weeks and see if they got a hold of it. But that's the first video. I went into the Bone Cave. You guys will get to see the new markings. What I think is going on now that I got to go in there and really look around, I think that there's an a chamber up above that one, and they're up there eating and they're dropping the bones down. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when you look at where the bone pile is with mixed with the nuts and all that, there's a rock standing right there that they braced up there to pile that shit in. So I can't say that either. That place is crazy. So I leave there. I go over to the second video will be Moyland. It wasn't too eventful, but it was all right. It showed a couple of different the new structures going on through Moyland, and then I leave out of Moyland and head down into the maze. The maze been I've been thinking about the maze for a long time, and since the last couple of times I've been going over there, I just can't find it. For some reason, I couldn't find it. Today, I found that shit. I found it, man. But it's probably gonna be the third video going in. Now, if you've seen the picture on Facebook, a lot of people I showed the video to saying that there was a pack of coyotes. Dwayne Pintoff said that they're a pack of coyotes just for the simple fact he had two running with him at the same pack. And but as I'm walking up looking for the damn maze, I look down to my right and I see this little tiny puppy. It looked like a wee little tiny baby fox. It was all red hair, long red hair. It was beautiful. So I'm filming that and I'm looking. That's when I know I messed up. That was my mistake right there. First off, that's when I seen it, I should have left, but I didn't. I said, oh, look at this little baby red fox. He was tiny, man. This thing was so little. I wanted to take him home. I want to go down, grab him, and take him home. But I'm walking down toward him, and I watched it climb up out of the ground. And I'm saying, look at this baby red fox. And I get maybe 20 feet to it, and then it stands up and it runs off into the weeds. And when it hits the weeds, I hear something massive move over to my left, right? Didn't think nothing of it. I just moved on with my day. You know what I mean? Started looking for the maze. I thought that was a good experience. That was crazy. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I couldn't find the maze at first, so I wrap up around to the back, of the maze, where sometimes we end up finding it and then we drop down in. Well, that's what I did. I went around into the back part of it and came in and I found it in the back of my woods, chasing the fox out through my yard. Now I was in the wrong other direction, Gene. But where was I? Okay, I come down into the back of the maze and I'm filming the maze. I look inside of it and everything, seeing what's different there. You say post a video. That's what's up. Not yet. This week is coming. So I leave out the maze, and as I'm walking out, heading back out, what happened was I'm coming like around these structures, and I'm holding myself up with the structure. And as I'm swinging around, the structure snapped. It broke, and it made this loud pop. And I took about 15 more steps, and this thing was checking to see what that sound was. And he came. Some people say coyote. I swear this thing was a red timber fox. He was big. He was massive than any coyote I've ever seen. But he came 10 feet up to me, looking at me dead in my face. We made eye contact, man. I looked at this damn wolf, this coyote. I looked at her. She looked at me, and I panicked. Well, these two moves saved my life. There was a tree a big ass tree that fell, and it was running up a rock face. Well, it's like a big ass boulder, maybe 15 feet high off the ground, right? So that was the first interaction when she came at me, and she's standing there looking at me. I started screaming like, get the fuck going. You know what I mean? I with my deep voice, I gave it all I had. I freaked. I was panicking, and it didn't flinch. It didn't run. Every altercation I had with these coyotes or anything like that, they usually just ran off. This bitch stood her ground. She didn't flinch. She was looking dead in my face, like I'm about to tear your ass up. And then she starts going, whoa, woo, like a bear would. And she was getting closer, and she came up around me and started circling me. And then the circle started getting like, oh my God, what am I going through? This bitch is hunting me. And she kept going, woo, woo. Like, I'm dead. I was saying my prayers. You'll see in the video. I'm even holding the camera like, I'm dead, man. I'm in trouble. He got me. And it kept going, woo, woo. So I'm shimmying back up this log because it comes around and like to get a better angle at me, and we're face to face again. And I'm telling this bitch like, back up, please leave me alone. The only thing I had was this little tiny thing of mace. Where the hell is it? This wee little tiny for people. It was definitely. I think it was a red tamarind wolf. I really do, but because coyotes don't act like this, man. This thing did not flinch. It did not budge. I'm screaming at it and I'm hollering. And that's when the fear set in because it didn't, like, I'm about to jack this dude up. Whoa. And then he came around me and as he's coming around, I'm backing up the logs like I'm in trouble. He's about to tear my ass up. I'm in trouble. I know it's over this damn puppy I was playing with down here. I'm done. I'm just done. And it was hunting me. It was coming back around, circling me. It shit was getting deep. So I get up there and I sat there for a minute up on top of this log, up on top of this rock. And I'm just praying, hoping that it's going away and it's just circling. So this dumbass bitch, I know what she's doing. She goes up, like up high on this rock face, and she starts like yelling, yelping, yelling, whoop, whoop, yelling. And then like 2 minutes later, the pack comes, the whole pack. And they're zigzagging me. They're going around and they're yelping and yapping. And I'm up on this damn rock face, right? As shit gets intense. And they're right there. They got me. I'm thinking there's nothing they can do. All they got to do is just walk up this tree limb this tree that fell that I'm standing on. All they got to do is do the same thing I did. They got me. They're tearing my ass up. Even if I spray one, the other six are going to tear my ass up. So where do I go from here? I'm done. They got me. So I see him push out. They got away from me for a minute. They said something to each other and then they backed up. But they were still circling them. They had me surrounded, but they give me like breathing room for some reason. For some odd reason, they backed up. And I'm hearing them talking back and forth. One's going whoop whoop, and the other one's yelping and shit. I'm crying at this point, right? I'm up there on this damn tree, like, why did I do this? I'm just questioning my shit. So I jumped down off of this. I hear him like at a distance. I figured I got to make my break, man. I got to get it going. So I get down off of that tree and I start walking and I'm talking about what just happened, what just unfolded. And I'm walking away from him and I'm coming out around this rock and they must have been coming out around the rock, coming toward me, and we run into each other again. As soon as I see it, and it sees me again. So I swear on it's on video. I swear right hand to God. There was a rock face, and this hit me the second time with one hand and camera in the other hand. When that thing happened, I like a monkey right up this wall. I like I was running on ground. I ran so fast up the side of this wall, this 20-foot rock face, and that saved my ass because they was down there yelping and trying to get at me and shit. I went straight up this damn rock face and went up there like this is my action saved me twice because if I didn't back up that tree, she was coming at me for the first time. And then the second altercation, they had me. If it wasn't for that, we accidentally ran into each other. I was coming out around this backside of the rock face, and them fuckers was coming out around the other side. And as soon as we just realized what happened, I think we both were startled because the female was in the lead, and then the rest was behind her, and then the pup was all the way in the back. So I hurry up and just ran. You'll crack up. When I went back and watched the video, I was laughing. I wasn't laughing at the time, but coming back and watching the video, this shit's funny. It's a good video. It's a great video, but it just wasn't worth my life for it. before I go back out there, I'm getting me some bear mace because these little small cans of people mace, I squirted at her one time and it didn't buzz her. When she was wooing at me coming around and to the log to climb up the log, I didn't have nothing in my bag but apples because I already threw the trail mix off back there at the bone cave, man. I'm telling you, I almost lost my life today. That thing was not scared. That animal was not feared, man, at all. I was hollering at it, screaming at it, and it stood there and just looked at me. It's like you're about to be lunch. And then it started that whoop, whoop, circled around me. It had me, man. It did have me. And she went, called the rest of them in. I'm definitely gonna get some big ass gigantic fucking can of that mace, that bear mace, something that's gonna back that ass up. Or I even wish I was wishing for so much shit right there at that moment that I didn't have. I was even going to take my camera and just start smacking it with it. You know what I mean? If it kept coming, that's my plan was just to smack it with my camera and holler at it. That's all I had. And then on the other hand, I got this wee little tiny, come here, little puppy. I was jacked up, man. That thing, I should have never messed with that puppy. I messed with this little tiny little youngin, and I was walking down toward it. They took off. When I was coming back out, she caught up with me and was about to tear my ass up. Was not having it. She was not having it. But that I definitely knew. I knew that it was bad at that point. You'll see on the video the first encounter we had, me and the female. It almost went so bad because she was coming straight at me. She wanted me. She was about to take me out. It was not a doubt in my mind. I looked in the dog's eyes. That dog was taking me out. The way she whooped and just came at me. She didn't flinch back. She didn't do none of that. They was straight out around. She circled out around to get a better look. And then she started coming up toward the log. And I started hollering like, get. And once she got down to the base of the log, I sprayed down at her. And that's when she jolted back and like took off there for a minute and called the rest of them. And it was, man, that was intense. Out of all the years that I've been going out there, that was like the second encounter I had with coyotes. The first encounter, they ran past me. They didn't even want me. I was humping up the tree like I was in this video, but this time I got that shit on video. I can't believe how fast I went up that. On the second encounter coming up, guys, I tried to get up a tree. I tried to hump the shit out of a tree. And I think at one point the tree broke. There was a dead tree I was trying to hump up and it broke. And the next thing to me was that rock face, like a 20-foot rock face. And I went straight to it like a leech. And I crawled, I ran up that thing, one hand and camera in the other hand, and just kept it moving. I believe that I went up that wall that fast until I got up there like, did I just do that shit? When your life is on the line, you wouldn't believe what you can do, man. But that shit saved me. Them two actions saved me. From the first one was going up the log, the second one was running right up that freaking rock face like it wasn't shit. I'd rather take a chance of falling on that rock face than dealing with them because I wouldn't have won that battle. There's no doubt about that. They were just so bulky. The female didn't look like a coyote. Normally, these Pennsylvania coyotes, man, they look like mangy, ragged, gray, like they ain't ate in weeks. But this female was healthy. She was big. You could see her chest build up, longer snout. It's beautiful red fur. I mean, that thing was amazing. I don't see it being a coyote. I swear that thing was like a timber wolf. If you look up timber wolves and look at that thing, it's identical twin. There ain't no doubt that in my mind that I don't know if we got wolves out there or not. That supposedly that are native, but they're out there. Thanks, Mike. That means a lot, man. Let me get caught up on your comments real quick, guys. But man, I swear, I almost died today. It's on film. Some of the second encounter, it's like you'll see, you'll see how intense that shit was. And then when you see me run up that wall, as soon as we run into each other, they start yelping. They were in my face. They're right there. We coming around that rock like the Three Stooges and just running into each other. I went straight up the freaking wall. I went straight up it. It was definitely over that pup. They would shoot. I even when I was on the rock, I knew that's what I said. It's over that damn puppy. I should have just let that puppy be. That was my mistake. Number one, that was my mistake. I should have when I said, "Oh, look at that little baby red fox." That's when I should have left. And encounter 2 and 3 would have never freaking happened. I just didn't think I was smoking, going down in there, not in the right state of mind, talking shit to you guys, and oh, there, look at the puppy. That it reminds me of a cartoon. You go down and play with the little puppy that grows up into this big ass monster, knowing damn well that she got if there's a little baby, the mom somewhere around. And I heard her over to my left moving around, but I didn't even think nothing of it then. I just moved on with it and trying to find. I was destined to find that cave. I finally found it, but jeez, when I came out of that bitch, I never knew that they was even there. They didn't. There was no sign that they was there, and none of that. Cause I walked the whole way up across there. They didn't make no sound. They stayed quiet until I messed with the baby. I went down. I seen the baby come up out of the ground. I went down to try to get it on film, and that's what did it. I heard the mom run to the left. We even trying to get away then. I think it's the second time. You'll see it. I'll just quit until you guys watch it because if I tell you too much, you ain't gonna watch that shit. It's gonna be like it starts. The action starts. I think the third video this week. The first video will be the Bone Cave. The second video, more land, and that then that shit. The time I almost, I can't believe I got that on film. I almost got killed on film. That would have been bad. Oh my god, that'd have been shit. That's why I kept it filming too. Like my mind, at one point, my mind said throw the shit down so he can get up this rock face. But at the same time, I wanted to film in case something did happen to me. I want people to know what happened. I didn't go out and get wiped out by some damn Bigfoot. I got wiped out by a pack of dogs, and I wanted to get it on film in case it did happen. Them things, she wanted me. She did not back up. She did not show no fear, and that scared me because most animals got the fear of man. She didn't at all. She didn't flinch when I hollered, none of that. She stood there and looked at me dead in my face, like I'm coming for you. And then she came for me. That's what another thing that got me. They don't normally act like that, and that's scary in itself. I talked to another guy when I left and went down to the pond, do a little bit of fishing, and just to clear my mind after that. And I was showing this guy that was there some of the footage, and like this just happened up here, man. It's such and such area. If you don't go up in that area, they're there and they will come at. He said they will get you and they will tear you apart. That clan's known to snatch people up, but they're not doing nothing to get rid of the clan because it's us going in there into their shit. Now, if they was coming down into our lands or into our backyards, and then they would become a nuisance, and then they would have to get killed. But since it's us going into them, if I get killed, you want cookie? That's funny. So I mean, I understand. I messed up. I should have played by the book, went by the rules, and I didn't. And that was, I should have left the puppy alone, and I didn't. So that's what I paid for that shit. That's where it went wrong. When I seen that puppy come up out of the ground, I should have just turned around and just said, "Get the fuck out of here, man! Don't even do it. It's not worth it." They the rules of the land, man. There is some cardinal rules that we go by, brother. You know it or not, when you're walking in these forests, you go by their laws. You ain't just gonna walk in and walk up to anything. You're gonna try to avoid that shit. So yeah, technically there is some rules going on out there. Where my baby mom at now? I got like 3 or 4 of them, man. You talking about the recent one? No, we ain't gonna get into that one at all. Not today. Not today. I'm sliding down in my chair. You can't even see me. Did I touch the puppy? No. But I got close to it. I was real close to that damn thing. I kept walking down like I wanted to take it home. This little baby was so cute. I just wanted Cookie would love this. Let's get him. That's what I was thinking. I wanted to go home. I wanted to go down and get it, take him home. But man, they probably locked me up. They locked me up for that shit. If I come home with this baby coyote or wolf or whatever frick it was, you're killing the pack right now. Right, Pine Mountain, there's a big shift going on. Um, I don't know if you guys watch a Suspicious Observer, but check him out, man. He's talking about what's going on in the planet, the 6,000 year cycle, disaster cycle on the planet. All the things he's ever talked about before, guys, he was never wrong. Definitely check him out because he's talking like we only got 10, 20 years left. So that might have an effect of it because there's shit going on with the planet with the pole shifts and all that going on. A baby raccoon. But if you ain't down with Suspicious Observer, man, go check him out. The real thing. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Lee. Something is shifting, something is going on. Now I didn't touch it, but I was close to it. I was up on top of that thing. I wanted it. I wanted it. But it's for some reason I think the mom onto my left said something to it and it took off from me. Like the mom told it to get away from me or something because I heard a movement to my left and then it jetted off from me. It ran with the movement. It took off. Lead more than you know. Well, it's biblicals talked about it, and now the scientists, suspicious observers talking about it, and NASA's backing up suspicious observer with that same thing. So something going down. Something going down for real. If you ain't ready, it's too late. Unless you got the money to get prepared in the next 20 years. And he's saying max 20 years, but he's thinking more along the lines of 10. Man, on Facebook, if you're on my Facebook page, look at that picture. You tell me how close I was to him. We was less than 3 feet apart, 3 to 5 feet apart. That me and this female was face to face looking at each other, and she started that shit that bears do. That whoa, you see her cheeks whoa whoa, it was deep, and that deep guttural whoa whoa, and she circled around me to come around to come up this log. It's like I'm in trouble. I'm dead. This bitch got me. I'm about to die by a damn coyote. You believe this shit? Out of all the crazy shit I done did, this damn coyote's about to take my ass out. It's like, man, what do you do with that? I think so too. Pine Mountain. I think it's going to there's going to be uptick and it's just going to speed up the process. They're just going by from when it started till what's going. I don't. I'm not. I can't explain all that shit, man. I ain't got the brain capacity, but suspicious observer breaks it down. He breaks it down very well. What's going to happen? The safe zones, all that good shit. And I don't f with too many people talks like that. There's conspiracy theories, and I don't get into that shit too much. I just listen and take it with a grain of salt and move on with it. But when he came on, I watch him every morning to see how the weather's going to be, and he's right on. He's one of the best weatherologists out there. And when he said it's going to rain tomorrow, expect it to rain tomorrow. 10 out of 10, he's never wrong. I'm telling you. And now he came out with this. I don't know what that was about. That's what saved me, Frog Man. Climbing that rock face, man, one handed. I think it was more my feet than anything. I was shimmying and using my hands as I went, as I'm filming at the same time. It was like impossible. What the fuck is going on? Blow my phone up. Chill out, man. Join the live stream. I ain't talking much this week. I could for one, I just woke up, Gene. I see you crabby today, man. But I just woke up. I took a nap from that adventure. I almost died today. I left out of there. It hit me in the car because I cried a little bit coming down. Like, man, this thing almost tore my ass up. Cookie, what am I going to do? Cook? That's the main thing I thought about. Cook first. Like, she's there by herself. Who's going to get her? I don't know where mom is today. She ain't been on here talking to me. She probably watching there. Mom, you on here? Everybody looking for you. Every 12,000 years. It's every 6,000 years, Lee. Every 6,000 years, something is documented. It's a extinction level event every 6,000 years, and it's right on schedule, right on time. NASA's backing the dude up. As I check him out. That's all I can tell you. Now buy your books. Hey, we're regardless, it's going down. This the whatever he's just check him out, man. I'm not gonna say it's all I can tell you. Check suspicious observer out. You know what he talking about. Just about G. Just about, man. I think yeah, actually that's all said and done with. I'm working on driving under DUI suspension right now. Be honest with you. Just little shit here and there. Lee. What is whose name? Oh, there she is. Uncle Kenny in the building. Hey mom, wait till you see these videos this week, man. You about got me killed with these damn werewolves coming at me and shit up here in Bigfoot, sending me into the maze. Go check out the maze, she said. I get into the maze and look what happened. Nah, it ain't your fault, mom. It's definitely 100% my dumb ass fault for playing with this puppy. Oh, look at the puppy. That's where I should have known. That's where I messed up. I know I messed up after I did it, and that's crazy. Hey, Gene, man, you might well pull out the badge. You might well pull out the badge and start writing citations and shit. But that was my eventful day, man. Wait till you watch it. You're gonna crack up. It wasn't funny at the time. No, I can't throw up the video. I probably could, but no. You gotta wait like everybody else. It's gonna be like the third. And this season is going to start out maybe the second video. You know what, guys? I'm not even going to stretch it out this week. I will post a video of the bone cave, and the next rest of the videos, I'll cram them together into like an hour some video. It might be like an hour and a half, to where you guys ain't gotta have a little cliffhanger in between. Send it messenger. Hey Mar, it was close. This thing wanted my ass. It was on me. It was definitely right there on me. 5 feet from me, just ground. Came around. It's the video's intense. It had me jumping in my seat watching it. I can't wait to show you guys. I can't wait to post it. I might even do a premiere with it so we can talk as the shit's happening. Like, watch this, guys. It's about to go down. I think I think that's what we're going to do, man. Our premiere coming up, so we can sit there and talk about what's about to happen, what's going to happen, and what we'll get into it. That's just crazy. I can't believe it happened. I swear, because every encounter I've ever had, they've always ran away from me. Always, but not this one. She wanted me, and she was coming for me. She wasn't playing. And when when she came around and I hit her with the mace, she went and called her back up. She went up, started yelping, and about 2 minutes later, I heard this other yelping coming from down in the valley, deep down in the valley, coming up. And next thing I know, I got 5, 6 of them pacing me and circling me and shit. We was getting their shit together. They was hunting me. I seen them hunt before on TV and shit, and that's what they was doing to me. I couldn't believe it. They were doing it to a human being. You know what I mean? I was about to be lunch. I was about to be that puppy food. It didn't set right with me. It freaked me out. And that thing knew that I was scared. That's where I fucked up. The second mess up, I showed fear, but I had what was I to do? The thing was coming at me. It was like it was growling. It was coming at me. I sat up on that rock about an hour and a half. The battery died. I charged it, changed it. I sat up there for a long time. I was up there for a while, long while. I kept hearing them every time oh shit! And then the video after that, I had a sighting. All that talking, I didn't even get to it. After that, it was there. The Bigfoot was there at the maze. It was off, laying there, watching me about to get my ass ate up the whole time by a tree. It's like this dude had popcorn and he was laid up beside this massive tree. It was laying there watching this shit go down. I'm on this tree on the rock. The second encounter, I'm on the rock, and I'm finally about to jump down off this rock and make a break for it. I'm figuring these are hunting me. They're waiting for me to get down off this rock. They got quiet. I can hear them breaking every now and then around me. So I'm thinking I'm about to just jump down and make a break. As soon as I was getting ready to jump down, it caught me. I caught it. Like, I looked up. It must have shifted over. I caught movement, and it's like, oh shit! There's a whole Bigfoot laying. And I turned the camera back on. It's like, guys, there's a Bigfoot laying over here. I tried to zoom in the best I could, but I didn't go over to the right to where I didn't get it. For a split second, you can see that there's something back there, but I didn't get it like I wanted to. And I'm saying, I was on video. I was like, that thing's watching me, about to get ate the fuck up. Are these pack working with that thing? Because at one point, listen, guys, when they're yelping, when they start yelping to gather, when she starts yelping to gather the rest of the pack up, you'll hear like ants, something going whoop whoop. It's weird, like something's whooping at them, and then she stops. When that whoop whoop starts about 3 or 4 times, that female just completely, that was it. She just zipped it up. Right, like that. There was another one with a deep voice. It was telling that yippity bitch to shut up. I'm telling you, it's in the video. It's coming up. Next thing, Next time, take some peanut butter. I'm not going up back up to that maze. She got that puppy up there. They came out of that ground, so that's the den. I'm not messing with it. About got my ass ate the fuck up. You want me to go up there and feed her some peanut butter? I'm not messing with it. You send me some bear mace and I'll take up some damn peanut butter. I'm not going up there without some bear mace. I'm gonna take some peanut butter eventually, Gene. I just ain't got the money for it right now, man. I had to pay all my bills out, get everything caught up. But I was able to, I wanted to keep the trail mix because they was kind of good, the nuts and the raisins and shit. But it was like a big 5 pound bag. I just took up and see if they like that. Put a stick of dynamite down in there. They were so beautiful, man. Their coat, their red coat. That's another thing. Coyotes are usually black, gray. Like these was red. You can see them coming through, man. Coming through the green. They stood out so much coming. You could see the red coming through the green as they was running around me and shit. They're beautiful dogs. They're beautiful. Whatever the beautiful Timberwolves or coyotes, whatever they was, they was a healthy, beautiful pack. Big, big red big red fur. I mean, it was them things was healthy, very healthy. I can see why if they're taking people out, man, stay out of them neck of the woods because they will eat that ass up. Oh my God, she wanted me. She was coming for me, and you'll see on the video. She wasn't playing, man. Was the maze messed up? Nah, I don't. There's really don't seem like there's no activity inside, but outside the maze is like barricaded up that's why I couldn't find it. It's totally twigged up the whole way out around it. There's like a barrier around it. That's why I came around in from the back and jumped down and came out, and that's when I ran into him again. I kept running into him a couple times. I'm thinking I got away from him. I'm coming around the rock face, and they're coming around the same rock face, the other direction, and we go head on with each other on round two. It's like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me! This like, I'm really about to get ate. I just walk to these things. All I gotta do is reach down and pet him. He's right there looking at me. I think we started with each other because when we both came around and like got eyesight of each other, they both it started yelping. It like jumped back and it yelped at me, and that gave me an opportunity to walk up that damn mountain face like it was on the. I was out, man. Man, I was so fast. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I could move like that. I'm not a rock climber, never rock climb. But when your life is in danger like that, 20 feet in about 5 seconds, I'm not even bullshitting. I straight up 5 seconds. I was at the top looking down on that dude, like I was a monkey, like I was a wild animal myself. The primal instincts came out. Woof. I was gone, guys. You got to check it out. You'll definitely. This video is crazy. It got so intense. It was intense. I might clip out in like some parts, and I might post up on Facebook or something. I don't know. I think Fred's at work. Me and yeah, I think Fred's working tonight. It's like when I get a day off, he's working. Pretty much. But the main event today was them damn I whole pack. As many times as I went through there, I've never seen them. I never ever encountered them in there. I've never even heard them. I don't think in that area. Never. Out of all the times I went in there, I've never heard any sign of any coyotes, any wolves, any no howling, none of that. And then all of a sudden, the babies up there, there's a whole pack. That blew my mind. That's crazy. Fred's kid look like Jeff. No, it don't. No, it don't. I want to carry a gun, but I got felonies. So in the state of Pennsylvania, anybody with felonies can't purchase or carry any kind of firearms. So that takes me out of the equation of being fucked. I gotta go out there and get ate up and can't protect myself because some bullshit. You know what I mean? They don't even pertain to nothing about carrying a weapon or anything. And I think a crossbow is considered a fire weapon. It's got a trigger finger. Anything with a trigger finger is bow and arrow. Yeah, but and then I'll be considered hunting if I go into the state game land with a bow and arrow. And so, you know what I mean? It's so many things when it comes to the law. You really gotta, when it comes to this shit, they will nitpick, and you gotta really stay on the lines with it. Pretty much, get a slingshot. I was thinking a BB gun, but that might even hit me up. You know what I mean? Even if I can hurry him get to a pistol BB gun and sting him a couple times, maybe that would give him enough fear to get away. Like, I don't know. That thing wanted my ass. I think mace would be the best thing for me. A big can of bear mace. I can carry it on my hip. If they ever pop out, I can just hose that little fucker down. Cause that little can, that can I had was like the size of this lighter, and I'm sitting out there trying to unlock it. It's like the trigger on it. You got to push over to the right and push down to squirt it. And every time I tried to squirt it, it was locked. And it's like I was panicking, and it wouldn't come out. And then finally, it just started squirting out, and then backed that dog up. It's like, dude, man, I was not prepared for this. I was not prepared for this at all. What was out of the you know what? You know what? I can start carrying with me. It might not be the best thing, but it been better than what the fuck I had. I got two things I could take with me. You know what I mean? I could either take this and, and just swing on them. I don't know if that, I should be allowed in the forest, right? I mean, what could they say? And and if that don't work, if this don't work, I can always go to plan B, and I can just say F it and Chuck Norris they ass. I pull outside. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Just get ready. Come on, get closer. But the thing is, they got to get in arm's reach to get them dudes to hit them, and then I miss. It's tearing my ass up. Yeah, I hit one, and then the rest are going to jump on me. So this ain't going. This ain't good. This ain't good. I need some mace. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna have to break down, go to the gun shop, and see what kind of bear mace they working with. Take a road flare. That might be. Nah, man, I catch all the damn woods on fire doing that shit. Cause I was panicking. I ain't gonna lie. I was shook up there. I was fear for my life. I was doing shit that I normally didn't do, jumping shit that I normally don't jump. I ended up out in this field. I had no idea where I was, and I started walking. Guys, just watch the video coming up. What's going on, Carol? I see you from Australia. Long ways, man. Long ways. $100 for bear mace. Shit. Why? Why they want so fucking much for some damn bear mace? Look like I ain't getting it no time soon. $100 for some bear mace. I can't afford that. That take me, man, shit from now to Christmas to get that shit where life is. Damn. I need to start carrying something. And I ain't paying no $100 for no bear mace. God damn. Highly flammable. Take a lighter. Nah, if bear mace will keep a bear backed up, it's going to back them dogs up. That's the second encounter I had with the dogs, and I ain't trying to have a third one. I might not be so lucky. The first one they ran past me. The second encounter, today's encounter, these dogs wanted my ass. They was coming for me, and they wasn't letting up. I don't know how I slipped away from them. I think me creeping through the rocks, like threw them off. I don't know why they let me go. To be honest with you, but they let my ass go. Make a potato gun. It'd be too long to set that. I had no time for nothing today. There was no time at all. I had no time to spray, get nothing loaded. When that shit happened, it happened instant. Like he came up, the first encounter, he came up, and she stood right there in front of my face, looked up at me, and I said, get back, get away from me. I was hollering at it, and she didn't flinch. She didn't even, she like leaned in more like, I'm gonna get that ass. That ass is mine. If anything, she did not. That's when I started. I know that you can see the fear all over my face. Where it set in, because she come up around me and she was like circled out to where she can come up at me. It, you have to watch the video, man. It's hard to explain, but it was intense. I watched the video 100 times already, and I'm probably gonna watch it a couple more 100 times. Shit was so intense. Cayenne pepper. I ain't trying to rig nothing up. You're gonna have me out there giving them some scent that they like, and my ass is tore up. You trying to get me killed? That's what you're trying to do. I'm trying to save my life, man. It keeps the kangaroos from coming near us. Cayenne pepper and vinegar and spray bottle. Hmm. Yeah, but I don't know if I want to depend that. But listen, man, when that happened, I had no time to think. It was like showdown. This thing was coming for me. It wasn't no time for anything. It's like action. When it said action, it was action. There was no time for any mess ups, no nothing. Because one mess up, one of us was done. Whether that dog just scared the shit out of me, Gene. That's Gene. How you gonna be messaging me on here at the same time, man? But I got you. I got you. It's probably on how to videos on how to make that potato gun if I know you. But I don't, I'm definitely going to think about that. Mad dogs. I take it when going on for a walk. I'm gonna have to definitely check it. It's like a cheap mace vinegar. I'm gonna have to and some cayenne pepper. I got that right in my cupboard too right now. But if it don't work, man, shit, Carol, I'm gonna keep you in thoughts. I'm coming to haunt your ass because I can't come find you because they got me. They already got me. It don't matter, I guess. Mace will work. It worked. It definitely did work. Where is that mace? There was a little tiny ass bottle. Cause she was coming up the log. She's coming around. She's coming up the log for my ass. And this little ass tiny bottle of people mace that people carry on their keychains. That's what it was. Oh shit. Where did I set it? Oh no, guys. I usually set it right there, but it's not there. The day like I had, man. Who knows? Who freaking knows? But today was just, it was an adventure. Mace definitely worked. I sprayed it a couple times. I sprayed it twice. She put her front paws up on the log like she about to come up it. The log that I ran up the first time, she come up, put her paws up on the log, was about to come up at me. It was woof, woof, woof. She kept doing that with her cheeks, woof, woof, like a bear does. And when she was coming up, and I hit her twice, and she backed off. But I think it pissed her off a lot because she started yelping, and then she called in her friends, and her friend was on me quick, quick, and her friend was bigger than she was. Her friend was twice her size. The one, that one was a monster. He might have been the alpha dude in the pack because he was stocky. He was stocky as shit, and he stood there. Pretty ass dogs, beautiful dogs, man. That's why I don't think they were coyotes. Cause coyotes usually ugly and wore down, hungry looking. These things was beefed up. These things was thick, red, beautiful fur. I ain't trying to kill him. I ain't trying to kill him. I'm just trying to back him up, Brian. I don't want to do that. I think it's a red timber wolf. I swear. I promise you. I swear. I at first I was saying, "Oh, look at the little baby red fox. Look at the baby fox." And then I'm walking down toward it. It's like I'm seeing the nose, the snout, and the belly on usually or the on the fox is sucked in. But on that puppy, he had a drop down belly, like a big round hanging belly, like a hyenas get. This is like, wait a minute, maybe this ain't no. I don't think this is a fox. And then when it ran away from me, and I seen a red thing shoot across the green brush to my left. Like, nah, I think I just seen a whole ass coyote run past me, and then I just pushed away from it. I got away from it. Amazon has bear spray long range for $52. Shit, I'm about to invest. When do I get? I'm about to see when my next pay is and get that shit because it ain't. I ain't taking any more chances. If I can save my life for $52, I'm about to break down and get it. Amazon. I'm gonna check them out for real. Thanks, real club. What is that? Real K-pop. How you pronounce that? Did my camera? Did you see my camera shake? My whole shit just. Well, I was reading the comments, and out of the corner of my eye, I could see my camera shake. I might have to go back and check that. That was weird. Like, look where's. Did my camera just shake, or was that me? That freaked me out. I mean, it was like I was looking at the comments, but I seen the shadow. I just seen the shadow. Okay, you want to play stupid shit now. You wait till I go live, and I ain't. It's been quiet for a while now. All of a sudden, this is going on. My camera was shaking. I seen it. It was going side to side. I seen it on the screen out of the corner of my eyes. Like, oh shit, man. And then the shadow that just went across from behind me. I seen. So, all right, Uncle Ken. Hey man, you need to come down and do some fishing with us. Take it easy there. You can hear it moaning. I don't know. I might have left Pornhub on in there. My bad. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. Did you hear the last week, the last series when they was calling my name, going through damn Bigfoot land? They said my name twice. Hey Jeff. Hey Jeff. I mean, I could hear it. He was saying it right in my face. That shit was funny. Cookie's here somewhere. Look at Messenger. What is it under? What am I looking for? I need to take something to defend myself. Man, you have no idea. That's what we was talking about. You know what I mean? I definitely do because I about lost my life today, man. And I'm definitely gonna get me some bear mace. Is it the same name you got the real? Look at the message you sent me. The link to I don't think I got it. I see Gene. Gene sent me something. I Ryan. Is it Ryan? Yeah, I got it. I got it. I got it. $52. 59. That ain't bad. My bad, guys. Sorry. See what you got me doing? That's cool, though. I appreciate that, man. Ryan, I'm definitely going to check that out. I got to get some money together and we're going that's not too bad either. That's what I'm looking for right there. Definitely. Hell yeah. Thanks, Brian. Ryan. I'm going to save that for when I do get the money. I'm going to get that shit. That's Bearman. That's what he sent me. Yeah. Oh, same person. It is Bear Mace. That's what I need. I'm looking for my right mind. I ain't shit. I don't know where it's at, Lee. I ain't had that in a long time. My right mind, a long time. Man, I'm telling you, today was just a day. It was so. My adrenaline was pumping. At one point on the video, you can actually hear my heart do breathing heavy up on this rock. Like, oh my god, I'm dead. I'm a dead man. I'm about to die. It's crazy. I didn't zoom in anything. My camera is just doing its own thing right now. It's scary a little bit, but I'm trying to ignore it. Lee, I was close. Today's video, I was very close. I was praying. I was like, yeah, I'm on my way out too, Brian, here shortly. I'm like a little bit longer than what I normally am. But it was just a night, man. This week's videos, every video is something going on that I did that I'm not normally used to. Yeah, I know my camera's moving and I'm trying to ignore it. I don't know what's up with it. It's just crazy. I'm a little crazy. I do stupid shit, I guess. Yeah, me. But all right, Bayful World, guys. When you see this video coming up, man, let me know what you think. And I know a lot of you guys had encounters with the wolves, with timber wolves, with coyotes and shit. When you watch this video, man, leave in the comments. Let me know what you think they are, because a lot of people I showed it to, they said that's a pack coyotes, and they will tear you up. But I was there. I looked at that dog in his face, and I seen a wolf in him, man. I seen a wolf. I didn't see a coyote. I seen a wolf. when she looked at me, the way she was wolfing like that, and her long snout and big beautiful face. I seen a wolf. I didn't see a coyote. Now it went back. That's weird. And somebody else said that too. A hybrid that they're intermingling with each other lately. I don't know, man. You be the judge this week coming up because I'm gonna post them as soon as I can, and I'm trying to get them up as fast as I can. It's definitely worth a watch on that shit. I risked my life on this one. Definitely watch this and hit that like button because I survived it. With that being said, Bigfoot World, I'm gonna get out of here. Go get my mind right. Maybe eat some KFC. I don't know. I'm getting sick of some damn chicken. Fucking chicken. Stay tuned for this next crazy ass adventure, Bigfoot World. I'll be here, man.